Ciao ragazzi, CP here with another news roundup. Big day for Juve. Italian Cup final, Coppa Italia, Atalanta, Juve. I'm feeling the nerves in my stomach already. It's a big game, guys. Really bad season for Juve, but we have a chance today to put, as Grazie says, a cherry on top of the cake. The cake not so nice this year, but still we can end the season in a nice way today, and I'm really looking forward to it. Fans going to be back in the stadium. Hopefully we're going to hear some chants, some songs. Hopefully the people that turn up at the stadium are going to sing. This is really important. We got to hear this stuff, let me tell you, if I was there, I would be singing. So yeah, it's great. Let's jump straight into the news today. It's all about Agnelli, all about Pirlo. So Juventus FC released a little statement just to celebrate Juventus 11 years together at the J Stadium, or the Allianz Stadium. Forever I'll call it the J Stadium. 11 years together, Juventus have gone on to win 18 trophies, 9 league titles, 4 Italian Cups, and 5 Italian Super Cups. We just got to express our gratitude. This is the end of a cycle, and hopefully the rebirth of a new cycle, but we got to be grateful for what we've got, guys, and because it is unprecedented. Nobody wins Serie A 9 years in a row. It probably will never be repeated, and just very, very grateful to Andrea Agnelli. I trust him completely with Juventus. Superlega, I back him completely with all that, and the fight continues in the courtroom there. Moving on quickly, it's Andrea Pirlo's birthday, guys. We got to wish him happy birthday, Buon Compleano. Could not have been a more special birthday for Andrea Pirlo. In fact, our coach turns 42 today. But celebrations are put on hold. We've got to win the Italian Cup, and that's the most important thing. So moving on again, we've got comments from Buffon's illustrious partner, Ilaria D'Amico. She's a TV presenter, if you don't know. She's talking about Buffon's next destination. Where's he going to go? Is he going to retire? Is he going to move? It seems from the statements here that Buffon will definitely move if he gets another opportunity. She's talking about Rome. They've already got a house there. If they go there, then they've already got a house. It's handy, I guess. She talks about his previous experience abroad, that he really embraced it. And she says, basically, I don't have a veto on his decision, but if I had to vote, I would choose abroad. And that's great. They're fully entitled to it. I wish them all the best. Buffon, potentially his last big game, his last trophy for Juventus tonight. He's going to start, and I hope it's not his last game. I hope he plays against Bologna, and we get to see him one more time before he leaves. And that's good news. So moving on to Tutto Sport. The only really bit of transfer news today. It's still quite speculative. Gosens, they're talking about negotiations that are going to happen after the Coppa Italia or during it. Paratici will be busy. Only limitations on this, they're saying, is the price that Atalanta are looking for, 40 million apparently, and they're saying that minus potentially the 16 million for Christian Romero, so that could bring it down a little bit, but it's still going to be expensive. I mean, what are his stats? I think he scored 10 goals this season, bags of assists. I think he's a great player. He could really improve our left side. I want him. I think he's a great player. Moving on then again, Antonio Cabrini, former left back of Juventus and actually previously of Atalanta as well, makes his comments on first on Allegri and Zidane. He says they're men who've won a lot and they give guarantees. It would seem so that they give as close to a guarantee of success as you can get. He talks about the Italian Cup. Atalanta are playing better. They express excellent football. Juve this year is a transitional team, but they've won the Super Cup, and with the Italian Cup and qualification for the Champions League, the season could be a success. It could be a winner, he says. So I kind of agree with him. It would finish the season off better, and it would take us into next year with a lot more hope, and into the Mercato session with a lot more power as well. So that's good. Moving on to Twitter, just a brief look at some of the words of Pirlo and Chiellini. They spoke at the press conference yesterday. So Pirlo says, Atalanta, it leads you to pick up the pace. We know it, and we are ready to face it. I don't think it will be a very different match from the other two. Okay, so yeah, I agree. Atalanta play football, guys. They're a good team. They play at a pretty high tempo, and they look to attack. I don't expect Atalanta to change the way they play tonight. I don't expect a low defensive block from Atalanta. I expect a balanced game. Chiellini actually mentions that it should be a balanced game. There should be two teams in it, and that's what I expect from Gasperini. So that's good for Juventus. Any team that's come out against Juventus, come out and tried to play football, they've left spaces, they leave spaces, and we've got the players that can do the damage. So I'm confident about tonight if the game goes that way. Again, if it's a low block defensive system on the counter attack, then that could be different. Or if Atalanta potentially go down to 10 men and are forced into a low block, then that could actually be more difficult. So yeah, I'm hoping for an open game, attractive game, something to get the fans singing. It'd be great. So that's brilliant. Moving on, Calciomercato has a nice photo of the Atalanta fans this morning. It says 500 fans in a frenzy outside Atalanta hotel between enthusiasm and gatherings, and Juve is alone. So yeah, this is how excited they are in Bergamo about this game, guys. It's they've been doing really, really well for the last few seasons. They're in second place in the league race right now. So, I mean, it would be great for them to have a cup. But look, we don't care. We need the cup as well. So yeah, moving on. I'm going to quick run through my selection for the game. This is what I would choose. So Buffon and goal, Cuadrado right back, not the right wing. De Ligt, Chiellini, Danilo at left side. McKennie, Bentancur, Rabiot, Chiesa, and Dybala and Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, I mean Cuadrado right back. Why do we pick him at right back? He's played mostly at right back this season. He's been very successful. He can play right wing, that's fine, but I'd like to leave room for Chiesa to be there as well. McKennie kind of floats around. At times, he can move from left to right. Chiesa can move from left to right. Bentancur, he's worked hard, guys. He's got a lot of criticism this year, but he's worked hard. He's made some big mistakes, and technically he's proven himself to not really be up to the standard we expect sometimes of our midfielders, but he works very hard, guys. He puts in lots of tackles, wins the ball back, and works hard for the team. Rabiot, he's been in the last few games, particularly in the last game, he was very, very good. And Chiesa, he's my MVP of the season. He's the find of the season. He's the guy that nobody expected really was going to be that good. I can remember people were saying Bernardeschi 2.0 at the start of the season, how Chiesa has proved us wrong. Fantastic player. Dybala, I start him this time. He didn't play in the last game. He should be fresh. So I expect him to start. And why do I want him? Because I expect the game to be open. That's going to leave room between the lines for Dybala to move, and hopefully get into shooting position. And that's when Dybala does the business. His left foot is brilliant. And that's La Joya as as I remember him, you know, getting into shooting positions, pulling the trigger and scoring plenty of goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, don't really have to say very much about him. Ronaldo does the business. Finals, you know, this is his kind of environment. I expect a big game from Ronaldo. He's going to be switched on tonight. Anytime there's a trophy, Ronaldo's there. So yeah, guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what your prediction for the game is. What do you think about the news? Who's your lineup? All this kind of stuff. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling nervous for this game? Are you excited for the game? Hit me up in the comments. Ciao ragazzi.